Hello, Team Freedom Wing. Chaplain Matina here. Hope all is well with you and your loved ones during this early start of the month of February. I prayed for freedom for 20 years, but received no answer till I prayed with my legs. This inspirational quote is from Frederick Douglass, who lived from 1818 to 1895. He was, of course, a great abolitionist leader, orator, writer, and statesman who, in praying 20 years for his freedom from slavery, realized that the answer to his prayers would not be fulfilled unless he took action by using his intellect and coming up with an escape plan. He disguised himself as a sailor and boarded a northbound train using money given to him from Anna Murray, who would become his future wife. The answered prayer was the realization of putting together a plan and seeking the assistance of another to achieve his goal to be free. Douglass lived spiritual fitness in his ability to adhere to beliefs, virtues, and values that were needed to develop a fulfilling life and service to our nation. Spirituality is the means to find ultimate meaning and purpose in life, and it helped Douglass to be resilient. Last Sunday, in the AFC Championship game, the Cincinnati Bengals defensive end Joseph Ossai made, unfortunately, the biggest mistake of his young career. The kind of play that would have been the worst mistake of a career lasting decades. Desperately trying to make a play and keep the Kansas City Chiefs out of field goal range, the Bengals' second-year defensive end got lost in the moment and didn't realize that the Chiefs' quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, was already out of bounds when he made contact, shoving him to the ground and getting flagged for an unnecessary roughness penalty, a 15-yard penalty that led to the Kansas City Chiefs being put into position for the game-winning field goal. And of course, they won. It was just one of those plays. It happens. Athletes get caught up in the moment. They make a mistake. And more than not, they're not allowed to move on emotionally. Unfortunately for Ossai, it happened to be the worst possible moment at the worst possible time in the biggest game imaginable. And we saw live on TV as Ossai sat alone, inconsolable at the Bengals bench, knowing his actions cost his team a trip to the Super Bowl. It carried into the locker room when Ossai was surrounded by the media, still visibly in tears and barely able to keep things together when we saw his teammate, BJ Hill, backing him up, helping to deflect these very difficult and challenging questions from the media. Ossai had BJ Hill in his corner. In a sense, he was becoming for him a true wingman. And balancing our civilian jobs, personal lives, and military lives may cause us to be overwhelmed. The inspirational life and courage of Frederick Douglass and the image of B.J. Hill consoling and supporting Ossai are very good reminders to take care of each other in the team of life and to take care of oneself. Have a blessed UTA.